Approval given to land titles to several indigenous communities. Guyana opens Green Store, and La Parfait Harmony has a new police station. Hello, welcome to InfoHub. It's Friday, September 6th. We have lots to tell you today. In keeping with the objectives of the Green State Development Strategy, the Guyana Company today opened its Green Office and Store Complex at the Providence Terminal.
Answering the call by His Excellency President David Granger for Guyana to move towards a green economy, the oil company commissioned the $294 million, 100% solar-powered facility at its Providence location. The modernization of the facility began in June 2017 and was aimed at housing key staff members to be closer to the facility. Chairman of the Board of Directors, Mr. Mark Bender, said the upgrade of the facility creates the right environment for staff to operate.
This is a green building. It is going to be 100% solar powered, in keeping, of course, with the dictates of the Green State Development Strategy. And as a state-owned enterprise, we really believe that Guyana has a role to play in supporting that policy.
Chief Executive Officer of the oil company, Renath Exeter, said Guyana is reaching the green energy objective of transitioning Guyana to the use of renewable energy.
We embarked on a plan to complete the design of our new building for the use of 100% solar energy. This is also fitting and in keeping with our company vision to be the leading energy company delivering premium value to all stakeholders.
Unveiling the plaque to the new facility was Minister of Finance Winston Jordan, who said the oil company is moving in a direction that will eventually set Guyana apart.
I understand that this building is 100% solar powered, in keeping the company's strategic objective of, quote, energy conservation in alignment with Guyana's green initiative, end of quote. Solar power ranks highly amongst the cleanest and most green energy sources, since no pollution is created in the process of generating electricity. Evidence has also shown that although renewable energy requires upfront capital, it is one of the lowest cost energy options available, which is the most compelling reason why it is utilized globally.
Minister Jordan said that the investment, while supporting the country's long-term development strategy, will at the same time reduce the country's expenditure, improve its profitability, and put it in a better position to make larger dividends and other transfers to the Treasury. Reporting for InfoHub, I'm Alexis Rodney.
On post-cabinet roundup today, approval given to grant land titles to several indigenous communities, Civil Defense Commission to assist hurricane-ravaged Bahamas, and conduct of elections firmly within the purview of GCOM. More in this report. Director General of the Ministry of the Presidency, Joseph Hammond, says that Cabinet has approved absolute grants of land titles to several indigenous communities as recommended by the Indigenous Peoples Affairs Ministry. This ministry is responsible for the Amerindian Land Titling Project, which ends in 2021, facilitated by the 2006 Amerindian Act.
Of the 68 interventions identified, 21 demarcations have been completed and 18 certificates of title issued, while 45 investigations have been completed, 32 for extensions and 13 for new villages. Cabinet, in approving the granting of the land titles, iterated its commitment to the completion of the Amerindian Land Titling project and gave the assurance that the process would continue until all the indigenous communities receive their titles.
Cabinet was also briefed on the recent Demerara Harbour Bridge collision, the subsequent repairs, and ongoing investigations.
Cabinet also extended its gratitude to the manner in which the citizens of Regions 3, 4, and 7 that were affected by this collision, the calmness in the way they proceeded about their business, and that the security arrangement put in place by the Guyana Police Force enable them to go about their normal business in a timely manner.
Harmon reiterated that Parliament's dissolution and subsequent naming of an elections date by President David Granger remains dependent on JCOM's guidance. He gave government's position on the list compiled via house-to-house registration.
The lists produced from the house-to-house registration and the current list that exists, that there's going to be what you call a cross-matching of these two lists, so that the data from the house-to-house registration, they will cross-match it with that. And arising out of that process, you will then arrive at another list. So at no time, my understanding is, will you have the house-to-house data put into one bundle with the current existing NRR. And I think that the leader of the opposition and the opposition commissioners understand that as well.
The Director General said that Cabinet has directed the Civil Defense Commission to coordinate appropriate aid response to the hurricane-hit Bahamas.
Cabinet further urged that our citizens and business community should join in the effort to provide relief to the ravaged Sister CARICOM state.
More than $714 million in road works in Regions 3, 4, 5, and 6 have been given Cabinets an objection. The appointment of the Small Business Council was approved, and the 2018 Guy Oil financial and annual reports were presented to Cabinet. The latter will be laid before the Parliament. Minister of Public Security, the Honorable Kemrat Ramjatan, officially commissioned the $53 million police station at La Parfait Harmony on the west bank of Demerara.
The modernized police station is outfitted with special rooms that will allow citizens to deal with sensitive matters in confidence. Minister Ramjatan said this will allow the police officers to better serve the residents of the community.
We want to ensure that we make these police stations that are going to be user-friendly by members of the public. And also those who will come to make complaints, those who will come to use it, those who will come to be giving witness statements, and those who, in view of a new development with domestic violence and intra-family incidents, that they are going to have privacy when talking.
The minister also called on officers to act in a professional manner when dealing with members of the public in order to build a better relationship with the community in their crime prevention efforts. Commissioner of Police Leslie James said the station was one promised by the government based on the demand of the people. The commissioning of the police station, he noted, shows that the government is serious about the prevention of crime.
It is a clear display of the fact that we are all serious to deal with the issue of crime, to deal with the issue of protecting our citizens in the length and breadth of this great nation.
To assist with patrols, the station was outfitted with an ATV bike, bicycles, along with a motorcycle that was donated to the police station. Isaiah Braffett for InfoHub.
Still to come, new order of business with the launch of Trade Facilitation Roadmap and a 9-year-old entrepreneurs making waves at Heritage Village. Details of these and more after the break.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travelers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.
Thanks for staying with us. The way business is conducted in Guyana is about to change following the launch of the Trade Facilitation Roadmap 2019 to 2024. The document will ensure a smoother flow of trade activities and eventually trade reform.
If you are to benefit in a meaningful way from the effect or whether it is spillover or backwash effects of growing international trade, then you have to be in a position to ensure that goods enter and leave your economy with dispatch, expeditiously, not without being monitored or regulated, but in a manner that does not impose unnecessary burdens by way of administrative red tape and the like, because delay is a source of costs.
Foreign Secretary Carl Greenidge at Friday's launch of Guyana's Trade Facilitation Roadmap 2019 to 2014. The roadmap aims to reform Guyana's current trade process, especially as the country prepares to enter its oil and gas era. Through implementation of the roadmap, there will be a reduction in the time and resources expended by the private sector, facilitation of smooth and seamless operations, which is key to Guyana's economic transformation, and an added incentive to investors.
The government is fully committed to realizing the benefits of the WTO Trade Facilitation Agreement because we believe that it will be of tremendous benefit to the people of Guyana. And this Trade Facilitation Agreement seeks to catalyze reforms which we expect and surely will improve the facility of our systems.
The document will be a reference tool which outlines past procedures and actions and now offers new pertinent details for the way forward on trade matters. Guyana ratified the Trade Facilitation Agreement, TFA, on November 30th, 2015 and established the National Committee on Trade Facilitation, NCTF, on April 9th, 2015 as well, to oversee the implementation of the agreement, which was launched today. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
Persons across the country, particularly those living in the Berbice area, are warned to be aware of fake messages and calls being sent from telephone number 657-1334. The individual or individuals using this number have been impersonating the Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Valda Lawrence, and seeking to deceive persons into sending money to them via GT&T's mobile money. The Public Health Minister has categorically stated that the number does not belong to her or anyone associated with her. If you have received phone calls or messages from this number, 657-1334, please report it immediately to the nearest police station. Possibly one of Guyana's youngest entrepreneurs, Rachel Davis, is proving that age is just a number. The 9-year-old has made a name for herself with her magnificent craft work at the Heritage Village at the Sapphire Exhibition Center.
The grade 5 entrepreneur hails from the village of Toka in Region 9 and is the proprietor of Rachel's Clay Cotton Crafts. What is more amazing is that she uses the natural clay found in her region to fashion her clay and cotton.
My business, I made jewelry sets, earrings, figurines, a little bowl, and a draft gate. They're made from clay, but we don't use the cocoa. We use air dry clay because the cocoa is very heavy, so if somebody wears it, it'll hurt their ears. I use the natural clay from the Pacoraimas, the brown air dry clay, and the white air dry clay.
Persons viewing the various exhibitions were amazed at Rachel's poise and professionalism as she dealt with her customers. Making sure that her jewelry receives a sparkling finish, the budding businesswoman says she spent adequate time on her work.
Well, for some of them, I just buy other jewelry, and the clay I make, shape it, and then I press them on it to make a design. Then I paint it and glaze it.
So when you started doing it?
I started this in 2017 when I was 7 years old.
Inspired by her grandmother and parents, Rachel is appreciative of her natural aptitude for the arts.
I love to draw, I love to paint, I love everything with art. I want to become an artist and also a cook.
Rachel also had a message to other budding entrepreneurs like herself.
I would like to tell them to believe in yourself and not to give up.
Kellen Rover 4, InfoHub.
Here's a reminder to check our Facebook and Instagram pages as we bring you more stories covering the observances of Indigenous Heritage Month and Education Month. That's all for today. Connect with us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy, and pop over to Instagram for the latest photo updates at DPI Guyana. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye for now.